This is Vigilio Aguilar Mendez, and have any of you heard of what's going on with him? I'm about to compare two scenarios, and I need you to stick around and tell me how any of them make any kind of sense. He's 18 years old, doesn't speak English, he was outside of the hotel that he was living at the time on the phone talking to his father, and here comes a police officer and said that he looks suspicious. So of course, invasion of privacy, if he looks suspicious, we have to ask all the questions, right? Helio tries in the best way that he can to let the officer know that he does not speak English. So instead of the officer, I don't know, maybe calling for a translator, instead of trying to do something like that, they just attack him. So after multiple police officers piled up on him, tased him a couple of times, one of the officers ends up passing away from a heart attack. And now they are trying to sentence him to life in prison for manslaughter, even though the autopsy report shows that that police officer died of natural causes. He had pre-existing conditions. It was not his fault. Life is what they want to give him for manslaughter. Now I'm about to show you a comparison. Tell me how this makes sense. Here in my hometown, Sergeant Joshua Hardup was on the clock, speeding downtown, and when he went to turn, he hit a pedestrian who had the right of way and unalived that pedestrian. Now, if that was you or me, we would have been arrested immediately and charged with vehicular manslaughter. But not Sergeant Joshua. No, he just got to hop in his truck that he just hit somebody with, and he got to go home. Video gets released of the entire incident, and it is very clear to everyone that Sergeant Joshua was in the wrong. The court date comes up, and do you want to know what he was charged with? Nothing. He got a fine for $35. That's it. $35 fine for actually committing vehicular manslaughter. Will not face any criminal charges. You want to know who did the investigation on that whole case? That's right, his own police department. So a police officer ends up passing away because he had pre-existing conditions and he had a heart attack. And now an 18-year-old is being charged for manslaughter because of that, and they want to put him away for life. But a cop who has a bad driving record dated all the way back to 1998 actually hits somebody with his truck, unaliving the person, and he gets charged nothing. How does that make sense? Now I'm going to end this video with a question, and I really want you to think what I'm about to ask you. Is that what people mean by backing the blue? That's just an honest question, because I want to let you know situations like that is why people say ACAB.